Good evening, all. Thank you so much for joining the session before time. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the session before time. I hope I'm audible to each one of you here. If yes, please respond over the chat box with a yes or give me a thumbs up. We will begin the session sharp at 5. Meanwhile, all of you can settle in. Here are few snippets of the few articles that has been published in the newspapers regarding the importance of career counseling and how it has been successfully implemented in various schools across the country. Here are the snippets about Edu Milestones publishing in the newspaper. For those who have joined the session, I request you all to introduce yourself with your name, city that you are coming from, and your current profession. Please, everyone, please introduce yourself with your name, city that you are coming from, and your current experience as well. Hi, Shruti. Hi, Bharti. We have Kapil here who has joined with us, and he's a program manager from Delhi. We have Irfan from Gujarat, who is a visa consultant. Hi, Harshveen. Hi, Parvinder. Thank you for joining the session. Without any further delay, let's just begin the session today. Today's topic is about how you can start your career counseling venture in just 3 weeks using our AI-powered technology. The key takeaway in this session will be about the domain expertise, the credibility, and the continuous business support along with the marketing. To introduce myself, I'm Sampurna Suman. I'm the host and speaker for the day. I'm working as a business consultant with Edu Milestones, and I have helped more than 500 individuals to start their career counseling practice globally. In this session, we have divided the session into two parts. In the first part, we will be discussing regarding the importance and the market for the career counseling. And my colleague, Mr. Abhijit, will be giving an explanation regarding the technology platform as well. Over to you, Mr. Abhijit.
Good evening, Sampurna. Thank you for the introduction. And a very warm welcome to all of you, all the professionals who have joined today. And we look forward to discuss with you in detail about starting your own career counseling setup using AI and other technologies as well. And yes, over to you, Sampurna. Please take it over.
Thank you so much, Abhijit. Well, before we begin, let's first understand about Edu Milestones. Edu Milestones, we are a 15-year-old organization. We are based in Bangalore, and we strictly operate in a B2B model. So far, we have helped more than 5,000 plus career counselors to start their practice globally. Our services have been taken by counselors across India, which is in 180 plus cities, and also we are having 45 plus countries of global presence. I'm proud to say that we are having 4 organizational memberships, which I will be helping you to understand in the coming slides. And we are having 7 prestigious notable awards as well, where we have been awarded as a best career assessment platform from the last consecutive 2 years. Also, we have come in 10 plus news and research publications as well. Coming to the awards and achievements, as you can see here, we have been awarded as a best career planning platform in 2023, as well as a leading career counseling technology platform in 2024. Also, recently in the month of June, we have been awarded as the best and the outstanding career assessment platform from the Educational Excellence Award by Economic Times and EY. This is about our global presence, about the channel partnership, which is availed by the partners across the countries. Let us understand what is career counseling and what is the importance and how does the market works. Career counseling, as a name suggests, it's all about counseling youngsters for making a better career choice. If you look at it, India has now surpassed China with its growing population as well. With more than 4 million people in India, they're actually searching for career guidance, especially in the age group of 15 to 35, you can see. Also, we require more than 1.4 million career counselors. And sadly, we have less than 15,000 trained career counselors in India. This shows that less than 1% of the actual available counselors are readily practicing. Also, as per the National Education Policy, it is said that at least one counselor is required every 250 students. Every month, if you look at it, there are more than 5 lakh plus people who are searching online just for the career counseling. This I'm talking to you with the reference of Google only. There are other platforms as well, like in terms of Yahoo, Blink, etc. Let me show you how it works, how this online presence works. The demand for online career counseling is seeing its highest surge at the moment. As you can see here, there are more than 5,000 keywords that are available and are used by the students, graduates, and professionals for a better choice. Examples are like career guidance, psychometric tests, courses which they can do after 10 standard, 12 standard. Also, professionals like us, you and I, there would be people who would be looking regarding what are the salary range that is being offered in the market. And for the same, what kind of certifications would be good for them? How can they boost their profile? Which is all part of online career counseling. Let me put forward this question to all of you here. According to you, who do you think is the target audience? I want all of you to answer this over the chat box. I'll repeat my question. According to you, who do you think is your target audience? Mr. Kapil has responded that students, working professionals, great. Deepa Bargi has mentioned students, great. Pradnya has mentioned high school students and their parents. Brilliant. Girish, age group 15 to 35. Yes, youngsters. Yes. Gauri and Karthik has mentioned students, job seekers. Brilliant. Great. Great. I can see here that most of you already have a knowledge and understanding regarding the same, and most of you, and all of you actually, in fact, are right about the same. The career counseling, it does not have any limitation. It can be done for students, graduates, and working professionals as well. Especially now coming to the school students, most of the time, even the parents will be involved in the same to have a better clarity. In terms for that, especially for students, they are confused regarding what subjects might be good for them to understand what is the kind of like a approach they need to follow. Do they have to go for a commerce stream or do they have to go for a science background? All these are a part of a career choice one has to be making of. And also, if you look for the graduates, it's very important for them to understand after the graduation, should they be stepping into an internship or should they be looking for a master's or directly they should be jumping into a job? What should be ideal for them? And working professionals, yes, there is entry level, there is mid level, and senior level. All these stages are really important. Understanding about the market, understanding about upskillment, understanding about the salary bracket, all those things are an essential part in career counseling. So here we are having, as we mentioned earlier, 5,000 plus partners who are availed of platform. So as per the data provided and with the report analysis, we can see that 60% of the report generation is for the students and the 40% is for the graduates and the working professionals. If you look at it, with the growing population in India, at least there are 70% of the crowd who are actually looking forward for the career counseling. And it has equal importance, whether it be a student or a working professional, there is an equal importance for career guidance. Let us now understand what are the 5 essential steps you need to follow when you are setting up your own career counseling venture and how you can scale up your business. The first and foremost thing is the training. However, I believe all of you would agree here. If you're starting any business, it is very important for you to understand what you're getting into, especially for career counseling. Here, career counseling, as you know, as most of them are commented over here, it is catered for different solutions, starting from school level to working professional. So every personality is going to be different. So understanding about this training aspect is really important. Moving on to that, certification. Why certification? For the trust factor. Because anybody, see, at then anybody can say I'm a counselor, but will that help with anybody in making an inquiry to you? No. For that, a value-added certification plays a very important role. And post your training, you need an entire support, whether it be in terms of business operations or in terms of technical side, platform, or understanding about what are the various counseling tools you need to follow. And moreover, you need to understand the leads, which is an integral part of marketing. For any business to succeed, there should be a proper marketing support because anybody, when they start a business, they start from ground zero. So here, I will be discussing regarding the first 3 essential steps, which is training, certification, and how you can kickstart your journey into the field of career counseling. And my colleague, Mr. Abhijit, will be helping you to understand about the counseling tools and the technology along with the marketing support. Coming to the training, as I mentioned earlier, there are different segments whom you are providing your service for. So you need to understand about this career counseling aspect, how this has been segregated and how this will be used using the psychometric theories. And the psychometric theories will help you to understand the career analysis for this particular candidate who is reaching out to you. Moreover, it is also important for you to understand what are the pre-counseling, during counseling, and the post-counseling structures you need to follow when you are having a counseling session with the other participant. And for the psychometric theories, there are report interpretations available. This is very important because this is a base for your counseling. New age career paths and the conflict management and the problem solving. If you look at it, see, there are more than 200 plus courses available in the market at the moment. Earlier stages, if you look at it maybe 10, 15 years back, the only option that was given to us was if you're good at technical, you can go for engineering. If not, you can go for medicine. Especially if the family is into the line of medicine, they will suggest, I want my child to go in the field of medicine itself. But what do you think, as every individuality is different, right? So do you think it would be a right option for them to just jump into medicine just because somebody asked them to do so? No, right? Because for that, understanding about a person is really important, which is a part of conflict management as well, to understand and convey how you can provide a better solution. And this will in turn help you with the problem solving. So we will also train you about the different career counseling process that you need to follow during the process. After your training and examination, you will be getting a globally valid certificate. This is a sample certificate for your reference, where you will be certified as a certified career analyst, which is accredited by BCPA, which is an acronym for Bharatiya Counselling Psychology Association India, and ACCPH UK, which is accredited to counselors, coaches, psychotherapists, hypnotherapists. And as I mentioned in my first slide as well, we are having 4 organization membership for 8 milestones. In that, one is BCPA, another is ACCPH UK, for which you are getting the certification accreditation for. Other than that, we have APCDA, which is Asia Pacific Career Development Association, and also IAAP, which is International Association of Applied Psychology. Edu Milestones is now recognized as an organization member of NCDA, which stands for National Career Development Association USA. As you can see there, I have labeled the same in the red box. NCDA is basically offered for those institute or the organization which follows a world-class infrastructure for career counseling. We are proud to say that we are the only institution, organization, and the platform that has and following the OStarNet USA database. Well, now, how you can start your career counseling journey? It begins with your training, which is scheduled for a period of 3 weeks, where in the first week, for the first 7 days, you will be having a live interactive session conducted by the industry expert for a duration of 3 weeks. For a period of 3 hours. For any given batch, we will be only accommodating 15 participants. This is to ensure a quality training. Moving to the day 15, which is from second week, you will be having a group assignments, case studies, and practice tests. This is to ensure that you're able to follow the things well, which will be helpful for your career counseling practice. After this, you can appear for the examination and you can certify as a certified career analyst, which is by BCPA and ACCPH UK. After the 4th week, which is post your training, we will be providing a lifetime support, which starts with your client handholding for the initial 3 clients. Reason being, you are starting it as new. Obviously, when somebody starts anything new, you will need a complete guidance. So for the first 3 clients of yours, we are going to give you a complete client handling support from end to end. And we will be also assigning you a lifetime mentor for a dedicated support. Additionally, you will be provided with lifetime access to the training, recordings, materials, and the presentations, which will be useful for your career counseling practice. Also, you will have lifetime access to our quarterly webinar series. This is to ensure that you are updated regarding all the technology and all the updates that we are making in our platform. So from here, my colleague, Mr. Abhijit, will be helping you to understand the rest of the process. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sampurna, for an elaborate understanding of one of the basic elements of this entire setup that we have. That is basically, the career counseling setup that is enabled with AI, and this entire program that we have, basically already set in place to help individuals, professionals like all of you who are, participating in this particular session. So the whole point is for you to understand, get educated about what is essential and how Edu Milestones can support you in that. So there are various fundamental elements regarding which Ms. Sampurna has covered just now in the last 15-20 minutes. Basically understanding part of the training, comprehensive training of 3 weeks basically, that we provide to you, which will be an online training, post which certifications also will be provided, which is very important for any professional to basically become a trained and certified career counselor and have their own set of credibility, have their own set of presence to establish that trust factor among the students, the parents, and the candidates or the clients that you deal with, right? On the one side, on one side, basically, it is very imperative to have the fundamental training, understanding about psychology theories, how they are related to the psychometric assessments that is available on the platform, how to actually analyze and interpret the reports, the methodologies to do that, and how to provide a detailed career counseling to your students, to your candidates, how to actually deal with your candidates, students, and parents. Very important, important, very imperative. But this particular knowledge is going to help you become an efficient career counselor, to become a professional career counselor, to become a trained and certified career counselor that people can trust on. You need the essential assets, you need the essential resources, you need the essential tools, not only to actually guide your students, candidates, or parents basically, but also create a visibility for yourself. Create a visibility for yourself, for the services that you're going to provide, and also to cater to the inquiries or the students or the parents or the candidates that you are going to deal with. So right now, what I will be doing is I will be taking care of the next very two important elements of this entire setup that we help out. Basically, one would be the entire technology platform support. The second would be the lifetime business support that we provide to you. And it includes the understanding of everything, or the assets, tools, lead generation part, how to kickstart, how to take it forward, how to scale it up, everything, right? So I would request all of you, to be actually attentive for the next 20-25 minutes, because it is going to be a very important part for you to understand about the important aspects of tech setup, right? So I'll first start off with the first element, that is the tech setup part. In tech setup, actually, there are three sub elements that we help you out with. One would be establishing your presence on the internet, on Google. And we do that actually by providing you official enlistment on EduMilestone's lead generation portal, for which we have done the keyword optimization or search engine optimization for the entire country. First part. This is how your students will recognize that. And this is how we will try to understand a student's journey and a counselor's journey from the beginning till the end point. Right? First point. Second point is about the entire CRM counselor dashboard that you will be provided with, how you will be leveraging it to actually generate the reports, to actually guide your students, to conduct your end-to-end business operations. Right? Second point. Third point is that we will also cover how your landing page will look like, how will students be able to actually access your portal, register on it, and also complete their psychometric assessments, right? So let us start with the understanding of we helping you, with the visibility part. That is basically the official enlistment on Google or lead generation portal of EduMilestones, right? So I will actually show you the journey as a student myself. Let's say I am a student, my name is Abhijit, and I am looking for career counseling facilities, and I live in Ajmer. I live in a small town called Ajmer, and I go to Google and I search basically. As Ms. Sampurna covered earlier, right? We are receiving more than 5 lakh inquiries or searches on Google on a daily basis for career counseling facilities. Let us try to do that. So I'm sharing my screen. So Sampurna, if you can help me out understand if it is visible or not, that would be helpful. Right? Is it visible, Sampurna?
Yes, it's visible now.
So let us say we'll type career counseling in Ajmer. Let's say career counseling in Ajmer. Right. I'll give a Google search, and you will find various particular options here. And if you can see, edu milestones will be shown in the top 5 list of search results, which are organic search results basically. So it counts. You'll be able to find the list of associated counselors here. Just like Mr. Anshul Sharma, Mayur Soni. Give me a moment. I think it is taking some time for it to load. Yeah, now it is visible.
Hello all, please allow a minute.
Yeah, really sorry for the network interruption. I hope I'm audible now to all of you. Can you please give me a confirmation on the chat box? Yes, a thumbs up, anything. It would help me greatly actually. Audible now? Yeah. If I'm audible, just give me a thumbs up or any confirmation, any kind of confirmation in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Audible, right? Perfect, perfect. Done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really sorry for the network interruption. Let us continue from where we left it off. Sharing my screen again. So basically, let us say that a particular student goes to Google and they search for career counseling near me. They would ideally find Edu Milestone's website in the first top 3 suggestions, and they will click on that. and they will actually see the list of counselors there. And we go to any one of the counselors, basically, let's say Mr. Ashish Saxena here, and we actually look out for their details actually, and we can also see that basically they're operating in the name of Unkya Women's Health as well, right? What is the name of the organization? What is the name of the organization? And you would look for it, how the particular website would look like.
Yes, Abhijit, it's audible. Hello all, I can see that most of you have commented here that it's not audible. Please allow us a minute or two. We'll just fix this ASAP.
Turning on audio. Yes, like
Yeah, I think it is audible now, if I'm not wrong. Just give me a small confirmation if it is audible or not. A thumbs up would do. Yeah, I think it is audible now. Yes, perfect, perfect. I I'm really sorry to all of you. I really apologize for that because we are facing a lot of problems with respect to the technicalities part. But I'll make sure the next 30 minutes will be worth it for the wait. And I'm really thankful to all of you who have cooperated. Really thankful to everybody who has basically apologized for that. And let's continue without wasting any time. Yes. Let's go ahead. So basically, what we were discussing about the initial part, the student journey part, right? So let's say a student, basically, when they want to look for career counseling services. So let's say I'm a student from Ajmer, right? As we just discussed about. So I'm a student from Ajmer who is actually searching for career counseling facilities. I'll just go to Google, search for career counseling near me. I find Eddie Milestone's website. I click on it. I see the list of counselors there. I clicked on the counselors. I looked for particular his services. I come back to his landing page. So this is a typical landing page, how it will look like, basically for you as well. Basically once a student or a parent lands on it, it would look something like this. So we'll try to understand the elements of this landing page. All right. So you can see on the top left corner, you can see the name of that particular company or brand and the logo as well, which is Uncap, right? And on the right side, you can see the email part, you can see the WhatsApp number part, you can see the contact details part. And if you have other social media handles as well, for example, say Instagram page or LinkedIn page or Twitter page, anything as such, right? So you can basically find it on the top right side. All right. And in the below part, you can also see various elements like check suitability, career library, book appointment, and everything else. We will get to this part in detail, in the coming parts as well, right? So this is how your particular, demo web page would ideally look like. This is how your web page would look like. And the most important part for you to understand here is that we have made modifications in the web page also, and I will show you the recent web page how it is looking right now. I hope this is visible to all of you. This is a recent updated web page that we have currently, where you can also see on the top left corner it is mentioned Eddie Milestones, right? For you, it will mention your own company name or a brand name and your brand logo as well. And the top right side, as we discussed, it will be mention the same thing itself. And in the below part, you can see your various buttons. Start career assessment will be mentioned there. Overseas admissions is basically for a different setup that is called a study abroad setup that we also carry at Eddie Milestones. This part or this button will be visible only if you go for the integrated setup. But we are not here today to discuss about that. We are here to discuss only about the CCAE program, that is Certified Career Analyst program, where you will find the first button only, that is Start Career Assessment. And below that, you will find various options like this. That is, which means that, the types of assessments that are available on your platform, it is basically more than 22 types, which will enable you to cater to a very large target audience. That is starting from a class 5 student till a working professional or a mid-professional, we call them, of age 35, which means that there are separate tests designed for a class 5 student, class 6 student, and class 7 student. We call it one whole group, where this is not a psychometric assessment test for them. Basically, it is multiple intelligence test. And again, starting from 8th to 10th standard, again, starting from, let's say, particularly 11th and 12th standard, undergraduates, graduate students, all of these, there will be several kinds of assessments as well, right? And what would the ideal candidate do? The ideal candidate will actually select a particular assessment that they want to go for. Let's say in this case, the particular assessment is for a candidate who wants to go for 11th and 12th standard, who is in 11th standard and who wants to take up a psychometric assessment. That is Abhijit, me, from Ajmer, right? What I would ideally do, I would click on Start Now, and I would go to the next page, which is the login page, which would ideally look like this, right? So here what I'll do, I'll put my name, Abhijit. I'll put this, I'll select this option. I'll click on Next. I'll select various options. For example, I'm looking for Bio English. I'll click on Next. I'll click on the options. I have no idea about my career. I'm confused. Let us say I have no idea about my career. I'll click on Next. Once I click on Next, I'll put my email ID. I'll do the verification part. I'll enter the portal of psychometric assessment. So in that psychometric assessment portal, you will have assessments that are spanning across various factors. Basically, the questions that will be available on the platforms, it will analyze various factors of a candidate. For example, it will analyze his personality type. It will analyze his emotional quotient. It will analyze his learning abilities. It will analyze his aptitude skills. It will analyze his career motivators. It will also analyze his interest types actually. It will analyze his value systems. So it's a multi-dimensional psychometric assessment test, basically. So I'll take up that particular test. And once I complete that particular test, what will happen? My counselor will receive a notification that Abhijit has completed his psychometric assessment and his report is ready. So now a counselor's journey will start, right? Up until this point, we're clear, right? How a student will look for you, how they'll find your visibility, how they'll go to your landing page, and also how they'll take up the psychometric assessment. Now your journey will start as a counselor, right? As a counselor, what you will do, you get a notification from a student's psychometric assessment completion on your dashboard and probably on your WhatsApp also, that a particular student has completed a psychometric assessment and his report is ready. So what you will do, you will typically go to your particular CRM and you will log in from there. So let me just try to help you log in that part as well. All right. So I'm sharing my screen right now. So this is how ideally your dashboard would look like. So the dashboard that is provided to you, which is basically the CRM counselor dashboard, would ideally look like this. So this dashboard is very simple to use, very easy to understand, and all the particular buttons, the dashboard part that you can see, these are pretty much self-explanatory. Let me just highlight a few points for your understanding. On the top left corner, if you can see Ayush demo platform, there your branding will be mentioned. Your brand name will be mentioned. Since it is a demo platform, it is mentioned as Ayush demo platform. That is one part. And you can see various boxes, right? Green boxes, red boxes, blue boxes. You can see in the first box, which is total reports. Here in the total profiles part, which is 82, it is the list of all the candidates or all the students that have come to your landing page. They have registered their name and email as I showed to you earlier, and they have started their psychometric assessment. Either they have started it, they have not completed it, or they might have completed it also. It is the total profiles of every candidate who has taken up that particular psychometric assessment by registering themselves. In the second column, it is completed students who have completed their psychometric assessments and their reports are ready to be generated. And in the third box, it is basically the incompleted version. That is 43 students have not completed their psychometric assessments. These are the three fundamental boxes, right? First point. Next, let's say I am a student, I have completed psychometric assessment as I've told you earlier, and I'm contacting my particular counselor for one-on-one career counseling. To do that, what a counselor will do, a counselor will go to completed section here. As you can see in the second box, that is completed 39. He will click on that and he will look for the profiles who have completed the psychometric assessment, right? Psychometric assessment completed. So in this case, what we can assume that we'll take an example of the first student, that is Jyotirmay. Jyotirmay has completed his particular assessment and he's interested to get the career counseling from the counselor. So what the counselor will do, counselor will click on Jyotirmay's profile and you have various buttons also in front of each and every student. You can say action, where there are several options also, several buttons as well. And you can see summary also. In the summary part, you can also actually add a few pointers of the interactions that you might have had with the student and the parent, which will show up in the last page of the report also, right? And the next most important part is report. Once we click on this report button, you can see a next tab actually, right? So another tab open here in the report part. So what will happen here is basically you can see the entire details, right, of the student and the candidate. And below here, you can see next step. Once you click on next step, what will happen? There'll be three boxes that will be visible here. Three boxes. So the first box shows that a particular candidate has completed the psychometric assessment. Second box is where a particular student or a parent will make the payment to you for your career consultation fees. And against that consultation fees that a student or parent has paid, you will punch in something called as an access code. I'll come back to it. You'll punch in something called as an access code basically. So in that access code, what will happen is basically, in that access code, once you punch it basically, you will, the report generation that has happened basically, right? The report generation part. So once the report is generated, what will happen? The third box also will open, which will have two buttons basically. One is report with analysis, another is direct report. We'll take a small example of a direct report, which is a short report, right? And report with analysis is basically a complete analysis report, which will show all the particular angles, perspectives, and everything else, right? Let us try to understand the direct report part. So a typical report will look something like this. So you'll be getting the access to that particular link where you'll find the detailed report for 11th and 12th standard student, right? So here, what you can see is, you can see various particular factor analysis and the profiling that has been done. Initially, it will tell the details about the current stage of planning of a particular student, whether they are, confused, whether they're diffused, whether they're in the right path also, but they're looking for the plan of action or action items going forward, right? Next part, it will also tell them about their personality type, whether they're introvert, extrovert, feeling, thinking, all of that particular personality type will be elaborately mentioned in the report part. It will also tell about the career interest types actually. So you can see various options here, right? There is enterprising, there is social, there is realistic and artistic. All of you professionals who have participated in the session, who have joined the session basically, you belong to the first career interest type, that is enterprising, because all of you want to start your own practice on your own terms as a business, that as a freelance, particular business, or as a full-time business basically. So enterprising is one such particular factor or interest area that this particular student has shown, where possibly down the line they're more interested to start their own venture like that, right? Next comes various other particular factors like motivator factors. So a particular candidate is more motivated if that particular environment that he or she is working in is high paced, which demands a lot of particular deliverables, which demands a lot of particular challenges, which demands a lot of particular commitments from the particular candidate, a lot of energy, a lot of efforts needs to be put. He or she also likes the independence that comes with the job profile and the particular responsibility that has been handed over to them. Continuous learning it should offer. So likewise, various particular factors will be considered. In this way, all the other factors of that particular candidate's skills and abilities, aptitude skills, everything will be analyzed and a detailed report will be generated where it will be suggesting about two parts. Very important. One is called as career cluster and another is called as career path actually. What is career cluster? Career cluster is a group of entire particular career paths that come under it. For example, medicine is a career cluster, but under medicine there will be various career paths like MBBS doctor, BHMS, we have BDS, we have Ayurveda doctors, right? So career cluster is basically that one term called as medicine as a general field, and career paths are basically various professions, MBBS doctor, BDS doctor, likewise. So here the report will suggest both of them, highly recommended career clusters and highly recommended career paths also, as you can see on the screen, right? So you can see the likeliness of a particular candidate where him becoming successful according to the analysis that has happened across each and every career path has been given here, right? So this shows the career report shows entire thing according along with the detailed execution map also. And on the right side, you can also see something called as request handholding. So what it means is that once you click on that request handholding, you can see very clearly a list of super mentors that we have on the platform. So this list of super mentors that we have on the platform will help you with the initial handholding also, as Ms. Sampurna mentioned to you earlier as well, right? So she discussed about the handholding part that we are going to provide to you, right? We provide to you usually. So it covers that part as well. So with the help of the super mentors that we have onboarding, you can just actually click on the, the particularly the request handholding part, and you'll be able to get in touch with the super mentors that we have already on the platform and get the help from them, right? Yeah. So that's about the initial part. Coming to the CRM back again, right? So this CRM will give you access to various other features also. For example, so you have something called as career library. Career library is one such thing that we'll be seeing. It will be available on the student portal also. It will be available on your dashboard also, which will give more and more information. I'll tell you the significance of that. More importantly, this dashboard will have the repository of all the materials, all the marketing materials that our creative digital marketing team will be uploading on a daily basis, will be providing it to you for your online marketing activities, where you can rebrand those particular materials with your own branding itself and publish it on various social media handles that you carry or other particular platforms as well. There are a lot of things here. Again, for example, let's say if you click on update and design login, right, you can actually make sure that basically you're editing the details that goes on your website also. Not all of them can be changed, but a few elements will be there that you can change, you can update on a real-time basis also as and when that is required. So that is one part of it. So again, coming to the access codes part. So this is the access codes part, which actually you'll be using. These are report generation codes, we call them as. So report generation codes. So whenever a particular candidate takes up the psychometric assessment, that report will be generated on your dashboard, that the dashboard that we're using or we are seeing right now. To generate that particular report, you'll be using something called as an access code, which is the report generation code. To know more about this, you'll be able to connect with your business consultant also, who will be able to help you out with much more details about the same thing itself, right? Next part. The most important part is, along with all these things that you'll be able to see, access, guide your students, request for handholding and everything else. In addition to all of this, you'll be also able to provide your students with their own student dashboard as well. For example, so this is how a normal student dashboard would look like, right? You can see The report for the counseling that I've provided to them will be available here in the middle as career profiling. And on the right side, your particular contact details will be mentioned so that the student can come back to this platform and they can contact you at any point of time. Actually, not only this platform will help students navigate various other things also. For example, the student can actually check for the details of various Indian colleges. If you click on this particular part, you can see the list of various colleges. You can filter out the particular colleges. You can filter out various particular factors, courses, city, the college name as well. And you can search for the courses here as well. You can go to abroad colleges as well. And you can search for various colleges, their details, fee structure, entrance examinations, what is the rank they're supposed to have, what is the course duration, what is the minimum requirement, what is the college predictor tool also, right? So we have an AI integrated tool which will help you analyze, according to the educational background of your candidates, what is his or her likeliness of getting admissions into a particular college. That is also available here. So here, the list of Indian colleges and abroad colleges that you can see, it is more than 3,000 colleges / universities across global admissions and Indian admissions. The details about it. You will not be able to apply for the student if they want to go and study for these colleges. No, you'll be only able to actually guide them with respect to the details, with respect to the colleges, the fee structure, the ranking that they have to carry, and other details with respect to various colleges as well. And in addition to this, the particular candidate, through their student dashboard, they can access the details about various entrance examinations across the globe, right? Various entrance examinations, their cutoff, their requirement, minimum eligibility criteria, and everything else through this section. Coming to the below part, career boosters, online courses, scholarships, and virtual internships. So these are bundled under one category called as career boosters, where these will help your particular candidate for their profile building or portfolio building, we call them, right? There will be more than 150 plus virtual internships from Fortune 500 companies that will be available for your students or candidates at any given point of time. And all these internships will be free of cost. That is first point. Second point is that your students will be also able to access various online courses like this. We have collaborated with various different, particular organizations. Like we have collaborations with Manipal, we have collaborations with Tata that offer upskilling particular programs. Some of them will be free. Some of them will be, paid courses also that, you will be recommending to your candidates, which will be an additional source of income generation for you, through which you'll be earning commissions as well if they go for that, additional commissions, right? So this is how an ideal student dashboard would look like. But what I want to discuss with you today is about the most important update that we have gotten recently. And this particular session is about the same thing itself, to highlight to you, to educate to you, and to provide you the details about the recent update. Not to mention one point that recently in the last week of August, that is last month, there was an event that held in Delhi, which is called as AICC, AICCC event, that is All India Convention for Career Counselors, where Edu Milestones, we were basically proudly, we were the award sponsors for that particular event, and we were co-hosts also for that particular event, right? So we launched these entire AI integrated features in that particular event, where the entire audience was completely stunned to know, to understand, to think of also, because nobody would have thought AI could be used in career counseling segment on these, such, kind of platforms up to this much extent. Nobody would have thought it globally as well. That is what this feature is all about. Let me give you more elaborate. What a student can do is they can click on something called as Ask Anything. And this particular segment or element in their student dashboard is completely powered by Perplexity AI, which is a Microsoft product, right? And we have to actually provide all the details, all the guidance through this section, which is AI powered guiding star section, to your candidates. There will be multiple layers of AI tools that we are using to filter out and to provide a curated data, to provide curated solutions also. Very important, right? So here, let me try to
help you understand what this means. So this particular part or module will help your candidate to jot down, to generate, or to understand, to retrieve, or to develop, to have an idea about the next 15 years about their education plan or career plan or execution plan, that you might call it. How it will work, I'll show you a small demo. Right? Current level. Let's say I'm a 12th class student. I want career option with respect to data science. Location would be India. I'll give a small search. Very instantly, you can see there is a 15-year data science career plan that is ready for that particular candidate. Considering that I'm a class 12 student, what I need to do from this year, that is year 1 to year 3, year 4 to year 6, year 7 to 9, 10 to 12, 13 to 15, scopes and opportunities, everything. This means that your candidate will be able to generate their own execution plan with a detailed understanding and navigation as well. Not only this, they'll be able to also check the salary predictor as well. For example, it's a data science, location is India. Let us compare with any other country like United States. So what it will show the salary predictions for a guy or a girl who wants to enter into data science field or career path, and how their salaries will vary across various countries. One is in India and one is in USA. So there should be a graphical representation that should be loading. Because of slight internet connections, it is not loading, no issues. But this particular category will show you the entire understanding of how the particular a candidate or a student will be able to see, compare, and understand various details as well, right? So these particular searches, whatever the modules you can see, we will be adding more and more modules coming up down the line. Now you can see 5 modules already available here, which are most popular searches or the most popular doubts that your candidates or students might have once they complete their career counseling with you, actually, right? And there is one more feature, which is a brilliant feature actually, that you can see here, right? Which is called as Career Talk with AI. This is one feature where your candidate can use this feature for n number of times. They can actually speak with the AI tool on a real-time basis in all the languages, no matter what, and understand the guidance part, ask their doubts, get the clarifications, and discuss with the particular AI tool about whatever the clarifications they might possibly have. So what this will do, this will allow your candidate or students or parents to not go on any other platform. They are getting everything on one platform itself. That is the most important part. So you charging your consultation fees to your candidates of about 3,500, 4,000, 5,000 will have a proper justification, because you'll be able to provide all these particular features, benefits, and other things to your candidates as well, right? This is about the entire student dashboard as well. So once the student also understands the importance of this entire dashboard, how he or she can leverage it, how he or she can use it for their own benefit as well, you will be able to understand that, how it will impact them positively, how it will impact them, particularly in a way, so that, you provide them a detailed career counseling, the guidance part to take the right decision. And also this is only not, let's say, limited to just you providing them the guidance with respect to the career counseling part, but there are various elements which will help them with their portfolio building, which will help them with their navigating through their execution plan of going through various courses, colleges, and as such, and other things as well. Right. So this is about the entire career counseling part as well. So I hope this part was wonderful, and it was very clear also, right? Coming back to the part. So where were we? So this is about the entire deliverables that we will be able to provide basically. And coming back to the presentation part, right? So it would ideally show you various things, right? So we were discussing about things with respect to how the platform will look like. So what all did we do? We covered about various aspects. We covered about the particular landing page. We covered about the CRM counselor dashboard. We covered about the student dashboard that we'll be able to provide to each and every candidate also, and how we'll be able to provide the guidance with respect to that, and how the AI enabled platform is actually guiding them in a more detailed way as well, right? So now I have a question to all of you who are basically attending this particular session. That is, I want you to be interactive, right? So this is going to help all of us actually, right? So I want you to tell me how many of you would like to basically start your paid career counseling, or let's say before that also I would like to understand how many of you think actually that once you start your own paid career counseling services or your own practice also, right? So over the line, once you start working, once you start building your relationship with students and parents, once you start giving your services also, how many of you would, if you think basically that down the line, your marketing costs will be zero eventually? How many of you think that? Or any other term? Or I would put it in a better way actually. How many of you think it is possible? Just give me a yes or no answer, or anything that you can elaborate on. Just give me a yes or no answer. Is it possible to reduce your cost to zero, marketing cost to zero down the line? What do you guys think? Yes, Vijay says yes. Okay, Balvinder Singh says yes. Cheren Singh yes. Girish says yes. Okay. Neela says yes. Priya says yes. Shubham Sangeeta yes. Okay. Sarkar says no. Cheryl says yes. Okay. All right. Yes, word of mouth, Swaraj. Very good point. This is word of mouth. Yes. Yes. Okay. Renuka thinks it is no. Okay. All right. What about others? Sangeeta says yes. Yes. Brilliant. I'm really happy to see the responses. Even after all these interruptions, all the particular gaps we had in between, you are patient enough to actually listen to me and waited till here. Really, really appreciate that. Nimita says maybe after some years. Yes, brilliant. Yeah. Jesse says no idea. Okay, honest answer. Yes. Namita says yes. Okay, all right. So I'll give you a small analogy, okay, to all of you to help it, help you understand better. So we see doctors, right? Doctors. So doctors, once they complete their entire education part, they start with their own clinic, let us say, right? They start with their own clinic. Initially, they also struggle to get, more and more particular patients. If it is a very secluded place where there are no, quality doctors or anything like that, basically, it will be difficult, it will not be that much difficult for the doctors to get the patients, right? But any doctor, an MBBS doctor who sets up their own clinic and they start their services, initially they also struggle. Right? Initially, they also struggle. They do kind of a small marketing activity if it is necessary, or else they start it off very slowly. But their initial efforts that they put in, the initial time that they put in, the initial services that they put in, the initial bonding that they build with their patients, the care that they show, the personal attention that they give initially, it will fetch more and more customers or patients down the line for them, right? If you see any good doctor in any small town, in a tier 3 city also, tier 2 city also, tier 1 city also, right? They're actually, their business or their particular, their presence or their particular value, or let's say what we can say, their importance, their credibility, their trust factor increases exponentially down the years, right? We have seen that, right? So we have seen so many doctors in our cities or towns with 15 years of 20 years of experience. They don't need any kind of marketing, but people all around the city, 10 cities or 10 particular towns around that particular city knows them very well. So this particular profession of being a trained and certified career counselor is very similar to that, because you will be starting off as a trained and certified professional, and the way you deal with people, the kind of efforts you put initially, the kind of care that you show, the kind of bond that you build with your students and parents, it will fetch you more and more particular referrals. It will fetch you more and more customers down the line, definitely. So the answer to this is 100% yes, right? But to reach to that point, we need to start somewhere, right? We need to start somewhere. So that is the point where we will also help you out to generate the leads. So what will happen here is that how to generate the leads part, I'll explain to you in a very small and brief way. So this particular part is not being outsourced by Edu Milestones to anybody else. We are not outsourcing this part. You are not giving this responsibility of we helping you with the marketing and the lead generation part to anybody else, no third party. Here, none other than our founder and director, Mr. Vipin Prashant sir, will be helping you with all the marketing activities, kickstarting your business and scaling it up as well. So how it will be done? Basically, along with all the 3 weeks of training that you take initially, there will be a separate marketing session or a business kickstart session that Mr. Vipin Prashant sir will be taking with you, where he will be helping you understand how to kickstart your business, how to generate the first 5 to 10 leads for your business to get you kickstarted, how to scale it up from there, that is generate the next 50 leads, 100 leads, 1000 leads with zero to minimal cost. What are the online marketing strategies that are involved? What are the offline marketing models that you have to follow? Why am I mentioning all these points is, according to National Education Policy of 2020 that was released by Central Government of India, it has been made mandatory for every schools, every particular education institutions to provide at least one career counseling session to each and every student in their particular school or college in a particular calendar year. It has been made mandatory. And believe it or not, starting from, this particular policy was brought forward, in 2020, and now it's already 5 years, right? Till now, there are more than 90% of the schools who do not even have their own career counseling infrastructure. So there is a huge market that needs to be explored, that needs to be catered to, and this is where we are helping you out actually. That is what Edu Milestones is doing. What Vipin sir will be doing, Vipin sir will be helping you understand how to approach these schools, how to build relationship with them, how to make the types with them, how to sign MOUs with them, how to actually, particularly close the deals with all these organizations so that you can get kickstarted on a very large way also, right? How to actually generate your own leads for your freelancing activities as well. So all these things, and any wise person would ideally know, it is not particularly a wise decision to depend upon one source of lead generation for their business. So Vipin sir would be ideally teaching you or training you on 8 different sources of lead generation that you can start working upon to get the business kickstarted and take it forward. This is the entire marketing support that we provide. In addition to this, we have our own digital marketing team who will be responsible for providing you all kinds of marketing materials, collaterals, flyers, posters, banners, as I discussed with you earlier, which will be available on a dashboard also, and you will be added to a WhatsApp community as well, where you'll be able to download those particular materials, rebrand them, and use it for your online marketing activities or other activities as well. So that's about the marketing support also that we provide. In addition to marketing support, the technical support, getting you trained and certified, we also provide you lifelong business support, because this is not an online course. We are providing you a business setup to become a trained and certified career counselor. So here, you getting the training part, technology platform part, and also the marketing session part. This is not where our support ends. This is where the support actually begins. Post this is where you start doing your own particular practice. You start conducting your sessions. You start, taking care of your business, right? That is where post particular services also are provided, which will be 4-fold services that we provide. First would be to help you with the initial handholdings or dealing with the first 3 real clients. We provide you the mentor support also. Then to deal with technical and operation support, there is one more POC that we have. Her name is Siju Diana. So she will be helping you with that. For marketing and strategies, Vipin sir will guide you with all your requirements, and a business consultant. So you might have discussed or had your preliminary discussions with one of our program managers also. He or she might be your business consultant. So they will be your lifelong business consultants also, who will be helping you out, taking it forward from here and for the rest part of your journey as well, right? And this is all the support that we provide. So over the years, whatever the support that we have provided, whatever the kind of practices that our partners have carried out globally, whatever the business that they've done, basically, the kind of service that we've provided, the kind of rating that we have on Google, you can go and check it for yourself. We have a 4.9 star rating, and by that you can just assume what kind of work that we've already done so far. Right. Now my question to you guys is, before moving on to the most important part, I would like to ask, how many of you, all 61 people who have remaining in this particular session, all the 60 participants, I would like to ask you guys, how many of you seriously want to start your own paid career counseling service? Whether it might be with the support of Edu Milestones or not, that is secondary. I would like to ask or know your genuine interest. How many of you think that basically aligns with your goals to start your own paid career counseling service? Sherin, Matthew will be answering this question. Yes, we have more than 90% of the partners who are working professionals who take it up as a part-time engagement as well. We will be answering that part. Yes. So let us come to the part. How many of you want to start your own paid career counseling, services? Brilliant. Girish says yes. Moini says yes. Priya says yes. Sarkar says yes. Vijay, wonderful. Suchita, wonderful. Brilliant. Aditi, me. Yes. Nagendra, brilliant. Balbinder Singh, yes. Neela interested. Suja interested. Brilliant, 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 guys. Happy to see the responses. Happy to see the responses. Yes, brilliant. So let us quickly jump on the part of understanding what is the earning potential if you start your own paid services. What is the earning potential? And I'm talking from a perspective of a particular person who is starting it off as a part-time engagement itself. I'll tell you one point. We have several partners, more than 5,000 partners operating across 45 plus countries globally. Some of them have started their entire career counseling facility or services as a full-time particular, profession. Some of them have started as part-time engagement. Some of them are doing freelancing work also. Even if you're, taking into consideration this particular practice or you starting this entire venture on a part-time engagement basis also. Ballpark area, I'm trying to talk here. Even if you cater to just 20 clients or students or candidates on a monthly basis, with an average career consultation fees that ranges between 5,000 rupees to 15,000 rupees, your monthly revenue would be 1 lakh. And I am giving you this number, not hypothetically, not sitting in a conference room, but this is what our career counselors, associated partners have already done over the last 15 years, who have started their particular practice with part-time engagement basis, right? In addition to this, even if you give, particular guidance with respect to, let's say, colleges or course shortlisting part, where you charge them additionally 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees, actually, you would additionally, earn over 20,000 rupees, which comes around 1,20,000 per month, right? If you actually multiply that 1,20,000 per month into 12,000, into 12 months, it will come around somewhere close to, if I'm not wrong, ballpark 14 lakhs, right? That will be an initial revenue to start off with. And I'll tell you one more point, very important. Even if you are able to tie up with just 3 schools also, close the deals with just 3 schools with an average student strength of just 300 to 350 also, you will clock in additionally 10 lakh rupees of revenue in the first year. So adding both of these particular terms, it will come down to somewhere close to 20 to 25 lakh rupees with at least a minimal effort, with a little bit effort. I'm not saying you can get this revenue or you'll be able to do this revenue by folding your hands and keeping, just staying at home. No, effort is required, right? And worst case situation, if we talk about it, if not 25 lakhs, at least we'll consider 50% of it. That is 10 to 12 lakhs of revenue in the initial year for you to start off. And this particular business, as I've given you a small analogy, that is basically comparing you to a doctor or having, his or own clinic. Your demand will increase. The way your presence increases, the more your credibility increases, you'll be able to charge more and more consultation fees down the line to your candidates, right? And for you to get started and get started with revenue, with this kind of earnings and with this kind of returns also, you just need to get started with all this entire setup. And there will be just one-time initial onboarding cost for you to get started of 75,000 rupees plus GST, right? So 18% GST will be applicable, and there will be just one-time initial onboarding cost, which includes all the things that we just covered, right? It includes initial preliminary training of 3 weeks. It includes the certification part from a global body with dual accreditations with lifetime validity. It includes we providing you the technology platform, which includes CRM counselor dashboard, your own co-branded web page. It includes the student dashboard. It includes official enlistment on lead generation portal of Edu Milestones. It includes we helping you out in setting up or establishing your own Google business page. It includes the handholdings that we provide. It includes the marketing support that we provide. It includes the marketing session with Vipin sir that we provide. Everything included, just one-time initial onboarding investment of 75,000 rupees plus GST. Right? And as Ms. Sampurna has already covered earlier part as well, we actually onboard partners very carefully because we want to be associated for lifetime with you so that we can support you. And what we do is we onboard very limited partners only for only one reason. That is, we give equal attention to each and every partner so that we can help them build their business from scratch. So right now, as we are speaking, we had 4 onboardings already completed, and we have 15 onboardings for the coming particular batch. So we have 11 slots left for that particular onboarding batch. And we are also considering to provide finance options also to our coming partners in this particular coming batch. That is, if 75,000 rupees is something that you won't be able to accommodate in your budget, we will be able to provide you 3 to 6 months of no cost, interest free EMI facilities also to go forward. So please get in touch with your business consultants if you really think this is going to help you out, if you really think this is something that aligns to your goals and you would look forward to start it, right? So that's about the entire discussion that we are supposed to have. And we were supposed to have this Q&A session also by 5:50, but because of the technical limitations and everything else, we could not do that. Really apologies for that. So what you can do is, for any kind of Q&As, your business consultants will be the right person to get in touch with. If you have already gotten in touch with your business consultants, well and better, please wait for their call, or you just try to get in touch with them. Or else, if you have not gotten in touch with your business consultants, please wait for a callback message on the same WhatsApp that you received this link from. And you can click on that callback message. And once you click on that callback message, a call will be arranged either by today or within 12 hours or 24 hours from the concerned business consultant. Right? And yes, concluding this particular session, to speak with, I'm really sorry, Mr. Rameshwar, Mr. Ms. Mohini. I'm not able to, answer your queries right now because of the time constraints. But I would be really glad to know if you can click on that callback option on your WhatsApp message that you'll receive. Your business consultants will connect with you right away. I'm really sorry for that. Right? I hope this session was useful for each and everybody who has attended this, was worth it. And also, yes, Ms. Nabamita Sarkar, you can just click on the callback button. You'll be done. Yes. Ayushi says it's 18% itself for services as you are adults. But when you charge the students, you can charge as per 5%. Ms. Ayushi, it is as per the guidelines, GST guidelines only that we are actually providing, which comes under the professional consultancy category. So it is not 5%, it is 18% itself. That is what we are actually considering here. Yeah. Yes, Ms. Suja, please click on the callback button once you receive it. Yes. So you'll be able to get in touch with the business consultant. Okay, done. Namita, yes, very interesting. Done. Thank you so much for the feedback. Let's conclude this particular session because we have gone 20 minutes overboard. Really sorry for whatever the inconvenience happened in between, but I feel and I hope the session was useful for all of you. And thank you for attending on time. And I hope all of you, very best, and get in touch with your business consultants quickly, because even a day that you lose going forward, when you know all the details, basically would be a day or an opportunity that you're losing on a single day basis, right? Yes, thank you so much. And, yes, we can conclude the particular session here. And I wish all the best to all of you. Yes, thank you so much.